In this video lecture, we are going to look at exception handling in Python programming. Okay, so there are many times you will have error coming up sometimes, and how can you handle this so that your users can be comfortably use your application? Let me go ahead and show you an example of this. Let's go ahead and say print and let's say 5 divided by 0, and go ahead and run this code and let's check it out. This is an error. You see, 0 error, 0 division error, because 0 something divided by 0 will give you an error. Okay, so how can you handle this error? I'll drag this a little bit down here. Now let's go ahead and look at an example and check it out. So let's require get input from a user, and I'm going to say a is equal to int. Oh, I want to see what I'm doing. Int input, and I'm going to tell the user, please insert first number. So please insert first number. I want to give a space, and b is integer, and I'm going to say this is input, and I'm going to say please insert second number. So give a space. So now we've collected this from the user. Let's go ahead and print this out. Let me go ahead and say print a. Let's say print a divide by b, or you can go ahead and say c is equal to a divide by b, and you bring in the value of c. Go ahead and print the value of c here. Let's go ahead and run this code, and we're going to get an error if we ever collect 0 from a user. So let's say 79 is the first, and the second one is 0, and hit enter, and error 0 division error. Now I'm going to show you how to solve this problem. When you collect these numbers from the user, we use what is called try exception. Try exception. So go ahead and say try, and take in the value of c. You cut this and place in the value of c right inside here. Then you use exception, except and not exception, except, and say print print. So this is the message you will give your user. Okay, so I'll go ahead and tell the user you cannot divide a by b. You cannot divide a by b. That means you cannot divide a by 0. You can go ahead and write this in full. Now, what if the user give in something not 0? Go ahead and say else. Else, you go ahead and print the value of c. So now let's go ahead and run this code and check that out. You run this. Please insert first number 67, insert second number 9, and hit enter, and this is the value of c. Now let's run and check out 0 here. So the first one is 72, and the second one is 12, and second one is 0, and hit enter. You cannot divide 72 by 0. You see that? You cannot divide 72 by 0. So try Except to help us to be able to handle the errors that are coming up, so that the users cannot see all those things that are being written out for the developers. So I believe you can see that, and the code is just very before you. So go ahead and pull it down and check it out, and make sure that you get everything right and you got to this point where you can be able to have something very sweet here. So this is all about exception handling in Python programming, or error handling in Python programming. Okay, and if you have any question under this video lecture, please use the question and answer section, and I'm going to get back to you as soon as possible. Thank you so much, and I'm going to see you in the next video lecture.